Good morning, guys. My name is Ray Anticristo. Today, I just want to share this is regarding my experiences about the interview, and then someone will hire you, or if you are an applicant for the interview portion. So during the stages, for example, this is related for the HR and recruitment team, and also for the interviewer of the company. So for example, for me, this is what I've experienced for almost 18 years here in abroad. That's for my experiences, about when you applying a job, when you some company interviewed, and then some company are putting you applicant listed for the interview, shortlisted, just like that. Just for the information, for me, when I started abroad in Saudi Arabia, in ABB Iraq, I'm doing first doing the expedite for the documentation with the vendors in outside the country and outside the country, and also doing cataloging spare parts cataloging with the ESP, equipment spare parts cataloging, and also I've done experiences with the commissioning dosers. My department, that's a commissioning department. So this is all of my experiences, and also experience the documentation as well. I'm also assigning in the documentation. This is the journey of my experiences. So meaning, and then I also, when I for the 5 years work, and then I shifted to other job in Alcobar, and then I become a material specialist in Worley Parsons, and then after 1 year I become an electrical designer, so upgrading, and then I shifted to Jacobs. I become an electrical engineer, and also in Qatar electrical engineer, doing in the design field in the offshore activities. And then I'm also here in UAE with that's the journey of my E&I field, and my work is electrical instrumentation field engineer. And after 2 years, 1.5 year, I become an E&I inspector also. So that's the journey of my work, and being electrical E&I inspector, and doing also like a construction engineer and also commissioning engineer. So this is my job, this is my experience. So what I can say, that's a jack of all trades, master of none, right? So mostly this is what I experienced during the interview, and then of course not all the interview I've been hired. Some interview also I failed because I could not answer the questions what they are giving to me. Of course, the interviewer, some of the interviewers, they're showing that they are expert. They are expert, and then you are the applicant. They're showing that they are expert. But if you are the interviewer, of course, I'm also interviewed, because I am representative from the client nowadays, from ADNOC side. So I also interviewed QCs and foreman and some of the employee from the contractor. So I can write it down, list it down, all of the questions what I want to questions of the applicant. So this is also happening in the interviews, in the actual interviews. So you are thinking that you are the expert, and then you write it down, all of the questions based on your experience as well. So the advantage of the interviewer, they have a list, they have all the opportunity that he can interview the applicant. So, and the questions, interviewing, everything that can be basically provide, and then so not all the questions interviewer asking the applicant basically provide answer. For me, I'm experienced. Some of the questions I could not answer, and then I'm telling them that I'm sorry, I could not answer this. Maybe this is not my experience, and then some because it's wide experience already, and then you cannot tell exactly what they're asking. But through the process of the work, I'm sure that I know the work, and even in the design. So in the design, I already know that during the calculation, technical bid, okay. So the calculations, it's already there. The format is already there also, and preparing the data sheets, you can follow also the specification. It's already there given, and how you prepare the technical bid, and also there given. There is every edge of the company. There is a format. There is a technical bid. There's a data sheets. There is a specification. So how come that you cannot understand if your company, if this company hiring you? Of course, you have an experience already. This is how it works. And then for the construction, I've also done the experience the construction. This is what happening. But and also the inspection. For the inspection stages, this is what we experienced for 18 years of my experience in total, 21 years way back also in the Philippines. So this is not what I am telling in myself. This is also happening in the other applicant, because I already speak and discussing in every colleagues that I have encountered in my company. We discuss like that. So not every time that you can answer the questions what the interviewer asking to you. And then sometimes we are laughing because you know what happened, that if you are applying, for example, QC, inspector, inspection engineer, the interviewer questioning related the commissioning, related the design. So how come? So if you are the interviewer, you just focus what is exactly the job or what they are applying. If you are hiring an electrical designer, electrical design engineer, for example, doing the detailed or feed engineering, so you ask what is the deliverables, what is the TBE, everything related in the design, not the inspection, not the construction. If you are asking also, if you are applying the construction, if you are the interviewer also, you ask related to construction, and then maybe little bit other discipline, other work activities. So this is how happening right now. So and then it's so funny that if we are discussing everyone in the project, we're discussing, and then there are so many people that I encounter in the work, which is and also the experiences for my 18 years working as an abroad. And then I'm very surprised because someone I met in the construction, in the site, that they hired as an operation, electrical or instrumentation, but they don't know the equipment, they don't know the activities. How come? So, and also I meet in the construction, they are engineer, and also they don't know some of the drawings. Give me the single line diagram, give me the interconnection diagram, give me the PNID, and give me those all kinds of information. So they could not answer. So this is what I am surprising also. So now guys, for the interviewers, recruiter team, not everyone can answer your questions. If someone could not answer your questions related the job that you are offered, so not meaning that they are not qualified. So you can base what their qualification from the start. So 20 years, 25 years, 18 years, that's a good experience already. And then you can see all the CVs if they are lying their CVs. So if they are lying their CVs, so I'm sure because my colleague recently, he is an instrument engineer, and then he assigned in Oman and Kazakhstan, and then his boss is a Japanese guy, and then his boss telling that we have one personnel that we need to interview for the instrumentation. And you know what happened? Through phone, through mobile, and also through Skype, he qualified. He answered all of the questions, and he very good answered that kinds of questions related to the instrumentation. But and as per the boss, the Japanese guy, and then okay, we hired this guy. Okay, he will arrive after next 3 weeks. Okay, so when this guy arrived in the project, even the name of the transducer he don't know. He works for couple in 1 week, and then the technicians, because this is technician, he don't know exactly the activities, he don't know the work, even he don't know to read the drawings. So you know what happened? And then my colleague ask him, tell me what is your experience, maybe you're lying your CV. Sorry sir, I'm not an engineer, I'm not a technician also. So this is what happened. This is someone hired, but it's a mistake of other interviewer also. So it's better that you need to check the CVs very well, and then their company. Of course, there is a company certificate. So this is how you prove the applicant is qualified or not, right? So my conclusion here, not everyone could not answer your questions during the interview. They are not qualified. So this is what my conclusion. All right. So when you are looking good people and good experience, you can see their CVs as well, and then not by the way how he speak also, because not everyone they're good in speaking English. Okay, we are different gap for us. I'm a Filipino, so some of the English they could not understand from other languages, other people. So there is a gap between the language. So this is what happened as always. All right, guys. So hopefully that this year for you, for all the interviewers out there, and also the recruitment team, they cannot judge by those questionings, and if you cannot answer for the interview as always. So there I encounter too many colleagues and friends that someday they're not qualified. If I tell you that technicians, foremen, supervisor, engineers, based on that position that they are putting, and then when you ask, do you have experience in the oil and gas? No. Do you have experience in the building? No. My experience. What is your experience? Manufacturing. And then when you're putting. So that's it, guys. This is what I am sharing based on my experiences. I'm not telling everyone that this is how it looks, how it's gonna be the process. Just only sharing what is my experiences.